Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We still continue a few more vlogs on routines, because I'd shared that I wanted to share with you my routines, and I know you guys have been asking for my facial routine for such a long time that now that we're talking routines, I can't deny it, can I? I can't. So this is a freshly woken face with just brushed teeth and breakfast, but I've not washed my face. So this is what I look like. Just in terms of the health of my skin, I think my skin is generally healthy. My pores, which I think is an important thing for you to know, is whether your pores are opened or closed, because that will determine whether or not you're acne prone. So I'm very acne prone, and I can tell because my pores are constantly, like, pores are supposed to be closed in, but now you can see like as if holes in the face. Okay, so that usually determines whether or not you're acne prone. Then also another thing that you need to know is what your skin type is. Know what your skin type is. So I have a normal stroke combination skin type. So that's also an important thing to know. Now, as I've always told you guys, I use the Mark 4 brand, and the reason I use it is because they give me an entire range of, just hold up. Oops. They give me an entire range of everything I need, like the facial wash, the cleanser, the moisturizer, the toner, and so I can have the same range of products. That's how I like to work in general, for everything, for my hair, for my body, for my face. I feel like it's such a safe thing to do because they've curated their products in such a way that they work together. So people who sell in sets. So for my hair, I use Cantu. For my skin, I use Mark 4. For my body, I also use Cantu. But every time I'm buying, like especially for my hair, I keep changing stuff. But every time I'm changing, I'm always asking myself, do they have an entire range? So even when I share with you what I do with my hair, yeah, I'll show you. Even makeup. So I'm on a journey, and so I hope that helps. Now I'm going to do my skincare from here because my bathroom lighting is still horrible, and here I have some window light, so I hope you don't mind about that. Now, my essentials usually when I'm doing my skin is my products. Obviously, I have a facial wash, I have a facial cleanser, I have a skin toner, and I have a moisturizer. So you'll see me use all of those today. Then I also have lots of little white cloths. I use a lot of these. I use one twice a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, and then I dispose of. So I have a total of 7 of these. Yeah, because I'm extra like that. And then I use both warm and hot water, and I'm going to see if I can explain that a bit. So using this is my hot water. I thought also that I should mention that I have 3 facial routines. Don't judge. 3 facial routines. I have my everyday facial routine. I have my weekly facial routine, which is usually my spa day. And then I have the monthly and also the quarterly. It's just that the monthly and the quarterly are very similar. It's just where I do them from that's different. So if I'm to explain, my daily is the one. Let me get just some cold water in here. Okay, so it's warm. The water is lukewarm. Okay, yeah, it's lukewarm. So usually I will start off my daily skin routine. I'll show you all the other routines, but today we're just doing the daily skin routine. So I'll usually start that daily skin routine with cold water, very cold water. not fridge water but cold water. So this is cold water, and I would usually just splash it on my face, but again, because I'm using this area, I'm going to have to use towels. But I just splash my face with water, cold water. This is a normal tap water. Normal tap water. Now at this point, I'm going to use my facial wash. This usually happens both. See how dirty in the morning the face is? It gets dirty. Oh wow. So that's cold water. I now use the facial wash to remove the surface dirt. This is anything, I don't use much, just that. I usually lather it here in my hand and then use small circular circles to go around my face, and I try to get as many corners as I can of the face in those small circular motions. Now I use a 60-second rule, which is I will clean my face with this for a total of 60 seconds. So yeah. Now the face will usually look like this. I also must say that I include my neck, my ears, and my entire décolletage. Anyway, because this process happens while I'm showering and in the bathroom, I'm usually pretty much almost naked. So I hope that makes sense. So the entire, this is the face here. The whole area is a face. So after I'm done with that, I will usually wash it off with cold water, right? In my mind, my pores are still the smallest that they can be, and so I'm now cleaning off the surface dirt. Okay, the oil, the dirt, the dust, that's what's coming off at this point. Now usually in the mornings, if I'm having a very tight morning, like in terms of time, I'll usually not do the second step because in my mind, in the bed, my face didn't get dirty inside, which is the second step where we use a skin cleanser. So for that one, some mornings I won't go to step 2, but usually I will. So this is step 2. I will rinse off with cold water. After I've done that, I will now use warm water to open my pores. I hope that makes sense. Okay, this is a whole other cloth. I'll now use warm water to open up my pores. Warm water opens up your pores, okay? So I'll splash some warm water, turn the tap to warm, to hot or warm, and then open up my skin pores. Because now I'm going to step number 2, which is skin cleansing. Now the skin cleanser enters deep into your skin pores, hence the need for me to open up the skin pores. Okay, let me open up a bit more because I feel like with a cloth not doing well. So this shows me that there's been some clogging in there. Actually, since we moved, because where we stay is really dusty, my pores have been clogging up a lot. So I have a feeling that I need to do my weekly routine twice. The one that I said I do during the spa. I feel like I have to do it twice because of the clogging. So I might do a midweek service of my skin so that now I do the weekly routine twice. So after I've opened up my skin pores, I now use the skin cleanser. I think one of the most important things that happened for me, this is Mark IV skin cleanser. I think one of the this is its consistency. One of the most important things that happened for me is how much I'll put on, is learning my skin type. This I'll do again for another 60 seconds. Learning my skin, I mean the theory behind your skin, is the one that made me do this skincare routine, or at least to understand how people do their skincare routines, so, or how doctors advise us to do it. So where my theory comes from is what causes acne. It's a combo of dead skin on your face, with dirt from outside, that mix with the natural oil that God has given us inside our skin pores, that gets blocked by the dead skin, and then bacteria causes bacteria inside, because our face already has good bacteria. It already has bacteria. So inside the skin pores, the bacteria will eat at the dirt, the mixture of the dirt, the dust, the dead skin, and then cause acne. So essentially, the reason for cleaning our skin should be to remove the dead skin, remove the surface dirt, get inside and remove any dirt inside, so that our pores are constantly clean. Does that make sense? So once I knew the theory, I'm like, oh, now I get it. So that's why I first clean off my surface, the surface dirt, any surface dirt that I might have. And the dead skin I do once a week during my weekly skincare routine. So I'll remove that dead skin. Then every day I'll remove the surface dirt, and then use the cleanser to go deeper into the skin pores. So that's what this essentially is doing to my skin. Now, because I used warm water to open up the pores, and now this cleanser has entered inside, I still use warm water to get back inside the skin pores and rinse out the cleanser that I just put in. Hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense, because then you'll need to understand the next step. So anyway, now I'm going into the skin pores with the warm water to kind of just clean out what I just put in, the cleanser that I put in. See the dirt? I think you can see something here. The lighting can't show, but there's dirt here. So cleaning it out. Clean out. Let me do that a second time, since I'm not using warm water. The reason for the lighting is because of the white cloth. My phone is just like, whoa. How do we make a difference with the lighting? Anyway, so then let's put in my second time. This is me just rinsing out the cleanser, right? Again, forgive the lighting, guys. It's because of the white cloth. Okay, now catch this part. Now remember, my skin pores are now open, glaringly open. I don't know if I can be able to show you, but my pores are now like before you could see just a little, but now you can really see open holes, right? If I leave my skin like that, it means dirt will enter. It means dead skin will enter, mix up with the oils, my sebaceous gland oils that God gave us in our skin, and then cause acne. So it's important that I close my pores. Okay, that's where my third step comes in, and I usually use ice cold water from the fridge. This is actually ice in here. I hope you can see that. So I'll use ice cold water for this step. Let me use another cloth, because I'm usually used to just rinsing my skin, and I'm not sure how this is going to affect using the same cloth is going to affect me, so I'm going to use ice cold water. I'm thinking of starting to use a spray as opposed to washing, because sometimes I can feel like I've been dazed by the cold water, but this is now ice cold water. And I rinse my face to close the pores. Before I just use cold water, but now here I have to close the pores. I don't joke with this step. Sorry, the lighting. I don't joke with this step, guys. I am very big on this step because I know the importance of my pores closing after I have washed. If I don't, then I leave my skin prone to acne and infection. So this step is very important for me. But I've also heard that ice helps with age, so maybe this will help with my age and with aging. Okay, so let me dry the skin up. I'll just use this same one. Usually I'll use a dry one, but now I've run out of my clothes because the others are drying. Okay, let's see if you can see a difference with my pores now. They're closed off. See? Anyway, now that I'm done with that step, I wish I had a dry one. I need to wait for my skin to just dry just a tad bit, not a lot, because you want to keep your moisture in, okay, at this point. So don't over dry. It's just because now I've used a wet one, but usually I would have just dabbed on my skin really quickly and kept it still mildly wet. Then I use my toner, and this one is very, very liquid, so don't turn it upside down so fast. I don't use a lot, about that much. The toner further closes or tightens your pores, so that's its importance. And it also helps with maintaining, I think it's your skin tone. Okay, so that's it. Oh, it feels so good. Feels so good. And I usually use a upward motion for the forehead, and as I move towards the eye, I do an outward motion. Same thing with my neck. I always get confused. Should I be doing up? Should I be doing down? So because I don't know, I keep it at the back, and I would usually also massage the décolletage. And then finally, I use the moisturizer. It usually needs this to be really, it needs that the toner shouldn't be this sticky. It is sticky right now, so I'm just going to wait a bit for it to dig into the skin. For whatever pores remained open, to just close them up. Oh, they're looking tight. Otherwise you get white marks on your skin. The good thing is after a while it goes off anyway, so that's it. So use a moisturizer. I also use this time to massage my skin when I'm using that toner. It's also a time when I speak scripture over myself for the day. So because you're doing nothing, and instead of just wallowing in my thoughts, I feel like it's easier to just think about scripture that talks about the face and the eyes, that Lord, I might see your goodness in the land of the living. May your face shine upon me. Like just words like that. May I speak truth, and may words of wisdom flow from my mouth. May people feed from my lips. So, oh, I haven't brought my lip. So anyway, at this point I will also moisturize my lips. I've heard though that because I'm growing older, by age 30 or 20 for some people, these things could have been avoided if I had been using I think it's like serums, like vitamin C serums and collagen and stuff like that. So I've heard about it. I'm in a place right now where I'm researching and learning, because one of the things that I do when I want to become really good at something or do something well, my hair, my nails, my skin, whatever, I usually first research. I usually read about it, get the knowledge. I don't just do because people have said. So I'm actually reading in on things like vitamin C and all of that stuff, so I can add them to my everyday skincare routine. But for now, what's working for me is Mark 4, and I absolutely can vouch for these products, because they've really maintained my skin. I've only gotten breakouts during this period after we shifted, and there's a lot of dust. So when I show you my weekly routine, I'll then show you why it's what I'll now do on Wednesday and on Sunday. But I hope you had a good time. Let me know what steps of these you follow, or how you do your own skincare routine in the comment section. Let me know, because I want to know. Apart from my lips, which I've missed for now, I usually use either one of these two. I'll usually use the Acelia lip balm, or I'll use the Lake House Beauty lip balm also. So any one of the two is what I'll usually use in the mornings to moisturize my lips. So until the next video, when I share my weekly skincare and my monthly/quarterly skincare, see you next time. Bye bye.